Have you ever wondered how much your favorite actors actually make? Given their fame and success, you might assume they're all rolling big, but it turns out some of Hollywood's biggest actors earn way less than you'd expect. Here's a list of the top 10 lowest paid actors in Hollywood. Given the hours Johnny Depp spent in Jack Sparrow's costume, was the money he earned in the series enough? Depp made $10 million for the first Pirates movie, which seems like a ton, but then that film went on to make over $300 million in the US alone. So paying Depp that money was actually a total bargain for the studio. Shia LaBeouf is known as someone who isn't afraid to speak his mind, but can you believe he earned just $750 grand for the first Transformers film that grossed over $320 million? After its success, his paycheck was bumped to $5 million for the second installment and $15 million for the third. Talk about a major glow-up. With his money woes, do you think Nicolas Cage cringed at his adaptation checks? Cage's salary hit a peak of $20 million for 2000's Gone in 60 Seconds, but it dropped as low as $2 million for 2002's adaptation when he was going through money troubles. So while Cage was once one of Hollywood's highest paid stars, his recent financial issues forced him to accept much lower salaries just to pay the bills. When substance struggles nearly destroyed Robert Downey Jr.'s once promising career, few knew if he'd even be around, let alone acting again. But Downey regained his sobriety and steadily rebuilt his stardom by taking smaller paydays in films, as low as $100 a day. It was a long road back after hitting rock bottom. Dwayne Johnson, better known as The Rock, makes give or take $25 million per film. But is he underpaid considering the insane profits on his movies? The Rock was a great addition to Fast 5, which grossed over $200 million in the US. That's about $55 million more than the previous Fast and Furious film. With his endearingly awkward charm, Sarah turns tiny budgets into box office gold. Superbad earned over $100 million more than its budget, and Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist turned a $9 million budget into a $31 million gross. So while Sarah doesn't yet command massive $10 million paydays, he's considered a solid box office draw. No wonder producers love him. Ashton Kutcher replaced Charlie Sheen on 2.5 Men for way cheaper and still kept the ratings sky high. Kutcher used to work for $700,000 per episode on the TV show 2.5 Men, as compared to Sheen's $1.2 million, saving them over $500 grand each, yet maintained the number 2 comedy slots. Now, that's a Hollywood miracle. With his smart investments, do you think James McAvoy laughs at big Hollywood paychecks? McAvoy started in theater and avoided Hollywood paydays by taking roles in lesser-known indie projects. This helps him stay realistic about salary expectations. On top of acting, McAvoy earns income from financial investments, stocks, real estate, endorsements, restaurants, a football club. He's built a net worth of over $275 million through his business. At 11, Daniel Radcliffe won the lottery, landing Harry Potter with just $250 grand up front. Little did he know that tiny paycheck would make him an 8-figure fortune by 25. Talk about magic. Who wouldn't want to turn preteen wizard flicks into millions? With his Edward Cullen good looks, didn't Robert Pattinson deserve more than he got for Twilight? Robert Pattinson was a bargain at only $2 million for the first Twilight, which grossed over $190 million. Even his final deal was just $12.5 million plus 7% of gross. So while hugely popular, he started out very budget-friendly before bigger paydays. Relatively tiny checks didn't stop these actors from delivering huge performances, and now your fave stars are raking in 7 to 8-figure paydays. Talk about Grand Slam salaries, they crushed it out of the park.